Hey,
What's
hi
going on?
everybody. Hey,
Hello.
welcome. Yes, it's the crazy bunch over here. It's the dream team. If y'all can see us, y'all can hear us. Let me see you put a comment in the chat right now, letting us know that you can hear us and you can see us and that our live is fine. Hey, replay viewers on the replay. Hey, how are you doing? We are here in living color, and we are happy, so happy that you are able to join us tonight. So I'm just waiting a little bit to see if I get any confirmations in the chat that you guys can hear us. Okay, Stephanie, can you hear us? Okay, and can you see us?
Are you ready to go live?
Just leave us a comment and let us know that you can see us and you can hear us.
Woo! It popped up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Very good. Very good.
Marvelous. Marvelous.
Hear us and they can say as well. Tonight we want to welcome all of you to our first live from the Dream Team. We have so much in store for you, and we're so happy that you're able to join us tonight. In the chat, just quickly put where you're from. We want to know who's joining us. Hey, Stephanie. We want to know who's joining us and where are you from? Where are you from? Your city, your state. Just drop it down in the chat. We want to see everybody where everybody's from. I know it's a little bit of a delay. That's okay. We'll wait on you to put your city in the chat. We'll wait on you to put your city in the chat. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Stephanie is joining us. Stephanie is in Humble, Texas. Welcome.
Texas.
And anybody else? Where are y'all from? Let us know.
Oh, Princess is in Canada.
Go ahead, Princess.
Canada.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Canada representing in the house.
Toronto.
Toronto's in the house. All right.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Florida. All right.
My peeps are in the house. Okay, Toronto, Canada, representing all the way through. While we're waiting to get started, to kick it off, I'm going to ask that you share this live right now with your friends. Share it on your social media platforms, different platforms, so others, your friends, family, whomever can get in on the fun. Plant City, Florida, I think I already said that, but Plant City, Florida is here. Florida is in the house. There we go. We miss you, Glamorouspennypincher. Honey, they done captured me and brought me over to the United States of the Americas.
We had to hook her up.
So for that, I know you miss me, but look, here I am tonight, live and in living color, and we have so much in store for you. All right, without further ado, we want to keep this thing rolling. We don't want to stay too long. We don't want to keep you too long. We have an announcement. Princess, don't cry. I'll come visit. You don't have to cry. So the first thing I want to do is to introduce the panelists. Hey, Teresa, welcome, girl. Is to introduce you to the panelists. Of course, these amazing, fabulous ladies, they need no introduction, but just in case you forgot, I'm about to remind you who they are. First, we have the amazing, the beautiful Bree from Modern Living with Bree.
Hello, ladies. Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to the channel.
There you go.
To the live, I should say.
That's okay. Live channel. It's all the same. We all here. We have the glam queen, the fabulous, the amazing, the beautiful Homebody with Forlisa.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
We have the diva of them all, the amazing, the fabulous. Yes, everybody's amazing and fabulous. Juani from Juani's house. Welcome, Juani.
Hi, everybody.
All right. And next we have the beautiful, the amazing, the creative, none other than Kenya from Kenya's Quarter. Give it up for Kenya, everybody. Hey, Kenya.
Hi, everybody.
We have another fellow castmate, because we are a cast, who will be joining us. So she's about to join us shortly, momentarily. So I'll introduce her when she comes on. But as of now, I have to introduce myself. Y'all know who I am, but just in case you forgot, I am Chelomie, the Glamorouspennypincher.
Yeah.
They acting like they don't want to clap for me, right, Teresa? Like, girl, hey. All right, guys. So,
hey, Teresa.
Hey, Teresa.
There you go. So, guys, let me ask you this. What are you guys drinking tonight? What are you guys, Kenya, what are you drinking?
You know, I love tea, so I had to have some mango tea in my super cute little mug.
Ooh, so cute. Beautiful mug.
Your clothes. Go ahead, Kenya. That's beautiful.
I know, right? It's cute.
Kenya, Juani, what are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking an On Crush in my Black Girl Magic tumbler.
Go ahead.
I want that tumbler.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
That's a great gift idea, Juani.
It is.
What are you drinking tonight, Bree?
Well, I'm drinking honey lemon water with a fruit. Yum, yum.
That looks delicious.
Refreshing. And Miss Forlisa, what are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking some fresh squeezed lemonade in my Homebody glass.
You go ahead.
Oh, girl.
Delicious.
If you're on the line, and you want to grab a drink, go ahead and grab a drink real quick. I am drinking. You know, you got to get the throat, with all the talking in order. So I'm having lemon and honey tea in my big, beautiful mug. And listen, aside from us and what we're drinking, we have in the chat tonight, serving as our moderator, we have the amazing, the beautiful Stephanie from Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Stephanie is the boss of all bosses. Okay. Stephanie has 2 channels that she runs on YouTube. The first one is Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie. You can see it in the chat. And her second channel is YouTube Tips and More by Stephanie. So head on over. Stephanie, put it in the chat so they can see what we're talking about. That way they can go over onto your channel, head on over and, check out your content and make sure you subscribe. Okay, while you're over there. As a matter of fact, if you are not subscribed to all of us, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that.
That's a no.
Amazing content. Like, where have you been? If you're not following us. All right. And the last thing I want to say before we dive in is that for all of the viewers coming from other channels, welcome. We do appreciate you joining us and spending some time with us tonight. All right. So, ladies, are you ready for me to tell them what we're about to do?
Yes, we are ready.
All right. Okay, so we can't hold it any longer. We've been, sworn to secrecy for months as we work on it, but now we're ready. Ladies and gentlemen, we are excited to bring you all on our venture with us. And what we'll be doing is we'll be kicking off a new series called Dishing with the Divas. And this one will be the home edition. Whoop, whoop.
Yes.
Dishing with the Divas home edition. All right. And what we'll be doing is on a weekly basis. So every Friday at this time, 7 p.m. EST, 6 p.m. CST, we will be watching an hgtv show. And every Friday, like I said, this time we will go live. We will tell you where to join the live at. We will go live to review one of the shows that we watch. Does anybody on here watch hgtv? Do you guys watch hgtv? You have some nice shows on there that you like watching? Whoop, whoop. I see the applause in the chat. I see the applause. Okay, the show that we will be. Oh wow, Teresa says, "Oh wow, okay," and she had a praise the Lord emoji. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord.
She breathes.
So the show that we're going to start off reviewing is Property Brothers Forever Home. Y'all watch Property Brothers Forever Home? They just started a new series. We are coming to you this week. It's the 4th episode that they're on, season 8. I think we lost Juani, but she'll be back. She knows her way around this platform very well. So she'll be back in just a quick second. But what we're doing is we'll be watching Property Brothers Forever Home, and we will be coming to you every Friday as long as the episodes last to do a review on that particular episode. What I would love for you guys to do, that way you are included in the conversation and the discussion. We don't want to do it alone by ourselves just because we're sitting on a panel. We want to get you guys involved as well. So what I'd love for you to do is to start watching it if you're not already watching it. Hey, Sandia, welcome, welcome. If you're not already watching it, please start watching Property Brothers Forever Home. We are currently on season 8 and episode 4. All right. With that said, guys, this is not just to break the news to you. What we want to do is, since you're here with us tonight, we are going to do our first review. Oh, Burger says, yes, I do. I'm so glad you guys are doing that. Well, we realized that nobody else was doing it, and we get on the phone and we chat about the episodes all the time. So why not share it with our audience and give you guys an opportunity to join us, to join in the discussion as well. So like I said, tonight we're going to review the very first episode. And guys, I am so glad you are here with us to enjoy this first review. And guess what? That makes you guys the OGs, okay? Because
OGs, yes,
OGs, right? So you can go back tell somebody, I'm an OG of the Home Edition because I was on the very first live.
That's right.
So give it up, ladies. Let's give it up for our OGs, and OGs, give it up for
OGs in the house.
See those emojis. Give it up for yourselves because you guys are the OGs. So while we're doing this also, what I would love for you guys to do is, hey, Janine, what I would love for you guys to do is to also, I know, if you're into home decor or whatever, a lot of us love watching HGTV. So please, if you're seeing shows that come up that you enjoy, let us know. That way we can tap in as well, because we don't want to just do Property Brothers. And here comes the beautiful, the amazing Shakira.
Hi. Finally, I got in. So, hey guys, sorry for my tardiness.
Traveled a long way to get here, but she is here and we're happy about it. All right. So as I was saying, if you guys are seeing shows that you think that we might be interested in, let us know, because what we want to do is we want to continue to, and just like that, we have a super chat. Can y'all see that? Thank you so much. Yes, we do appreciate a little something over here for the efforts that we put out. Thank you very, very much for the super sticker. Amazing.
Yes, thank you.
So as I was saying, if you guys see shows that you're interested in, let us know. That way we can, start looking out for these shows as well. And because once the Property Brothers Forever Home ends, we'll be looking at starting the next thing that's coming on. So make sure that you guys are looking out for us and, giving us ideas on shows and stuff that you like. So that way we can, hang on. I see Juani coming back in. I just need to give me one quick second, guys. Where did she go?
I don't know.
Okay. And just like that, Juani's just like that, Juani's back. Like all right. So Teresa said, is this just you with the 6, or will the other members of the Dream Team be participating? Well, the other members of the Dream Team, they are working on individual assignments at this time, but never say never. We will see what happens. All right. For right now, the base is us and you guys. So, to my OGs, hey, we will see what happens. All right. Okay, ladies, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all ain't ready for this. Audience, are you ready?
They're not ready for this.
Okay, ladies, are you ready for us to get into the review?
Yes, ready.
Okay. Oh, Janine said, I will take all that we can, honey. I know that's right. And we have a lot to give. Guys, did you guys have an opportunity to get a drink? Kira, what are you drinking tonight? Is Kira frozen? Kira, you drinking something?
Kira frozen.
There she is.
Goes. She's better now.
Kira, what are you drinking?
Okay.
I can't do this. Okay.
Oh, I have some peach wine.
Go ahead, then.
Ooh.
It's called peach cream.
Let me see that fancy glass you drink. Go ahead.
It's all frosted.
Go ahead, peach wine. Did you
It's ready and chill, honey.
Okay.
Yes.
Somebody. Very, very good. So those of you in the chat, did you get a chance to grab a drink? It doesn't matter what it is. It's a drink of your choice. We're drinking drinks of our choice. I'm having tea. Kira's having wine. People having lemonade, peach crush, orange crush. So it is up to you what you guys want to drink. I want to make sure that we have a great time together. And just like that, we are going to go into the review. Donna from Ottawa, Canada is here. Right. Canada just showing up.
Yeah, the Canadians are showing up, girl.
I'm loving it. All my
Canada is showing up. Yeah.
Showing up.
Sandia up here. Sandia said Sandia, are you laughing at the peach wine or you want some? Or you got some?
A little bit of
peach wine.
Look at
Janine has some green tea.
Oh, green tea. Go ahead, Janine. Look at Modern Living with Bree investing in the project. Go ahead.
That's right. Go ahead.
Thank you, girlfriend. Invest in the project, Bree. Invest in the project. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. Amazing. Thank you so much. Hi, Lorna. All right, guys. So, like I said, Burgess is drinking some lemonade. Enjoy. I know it is very, very refreshing. All right, guys. So, like I said, guys, we are looking at Property Brothers Forever Home. I'm drinking water. Sandy is drinking water. Enjoy. Very healthy and refreshing. And, we're on season 8, episode 4. We're going to go through episode 4 tonight. And this one was entitled Outdated Overhaul. Ladies, did you have
It was outdated.
It was very outdated.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can y'all wait before y'all go in on the people? Golly, y'all just all right. So this is the home that they went to look at to make it their forever home. To make it their forever home. And Drew and Jonathan showed up. And what I want to ask you guys is, what were your first impressions of the house?
Hotmess.com.
Oh God, no!
It was.
I was going to say it, but I was letting somebody else. But yes, hotmess.com.
I was thinking plain Jane. I was like, they are so plain and basic, which really kind of showed how they were dressed too. Like their personality is probably really simple, and so I thought it was really plain and just average and quite a bit cluttered.
Yeah,
yes. I thought it was very cluttered. I most
definitely said cluttered.
Yes. But I also thought that it's like they took like whatever somebody else was giving away, and it seemed like it just landed in their house. Nothing was
It's hodgepodge. Yeah.
Yes.
It was very airy.
It was just a of everything.
It wasn't airy in a good way, Bree.
It was very airy.
Kira,
I mean, it was like all this room and this furniture, like you said, it just dropped in the room, and it was nothing. It was just furniture here, furniture there,
and then
furniture over here.
And it
Kira, what did you say? Look, y'all are shading these people. We're not supposed to be shading the people.
We're not shading the people.
Hey, y'all I think they just had a donation of people, just like Bree said, they just donated something and just like, we don't mind. And it was just there.
I know that's right. Well, you know what? At first sight, I didn't thought it was a bad looking house when they went in until they started going room to room.
Yes.
And that's when I was like, Lord, please help your children because this is not going to go well. Especially that, listen, when they went in the living room and they showed you how many tables the son that he did his artwork on, they were like
toys. He worked on puzzles.
Like,
on
how
this
many
table.
tables do you need?
I know that's right.
Oh my goodness.
I know that's right. We have a super chat from Patricia. Patricia, thank you so much. You're amazing. Appreciate you. Appreciate you investing in the project. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, he had a table in every room.
Or a table too. A table too in every room. It was just crazy.
And I'm sorry. It almost seemed like they lived their life around their child. So so wherever he was going to be, they wanted to make sure he had a place. And so, the many tables was just like overkill.
Yes.
And the artwork on all the walls, like I have a young child still, and so we have a designated space for his artwork, not just plastered on the dining room wall. It's like it goes on the refrigerator on the side, not in the front, it's on the side of the refrigerator for 3 days, and then it's replaced with the next art piece.
He has a 3-day rule.
3-day rule rotation. Rotate the art.
After 3 days, we're recycling. Okay. Princess is asking what night it's on. That's a great question. It's on Wednesday nights, every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. EST, 7 p.m. CST. Right?
7 and 6.
7 or
you're right.
Yeah, 8 p.m. EST, 7 p.m. CST. I got it, Kenny?
Yeah. You got it. Yeah.
Make sure that you guys are watching because next week, this time, you all should be in the chat talking about what you liked and what you didn't like about the house too.
That fireplace was hideous.
Oh yes.
But you know what? Honestly, guys, I honestly kind of like the fireplace that had the 3 tiers, like on the other side of the room. I know it was obtrusive in the space, but I thought he could have taken the hearth in. But I really liked how those levels were, and I felt like if they had maybe covered the wood with like covered the bricks with wood or something, or maybe painted. I thought it was very architectural, but they tore it out. But I was like, wait a minute, I could have worked with that. But it was kind of jetting out into the room. I understand taking the hearth off, but I would have left it.
But it had artwork.
There's that artwork again.
That was the way to get rid of the artwork in the living room.
I guess that was the best way of getting rid of the artwork. By saying we're going to take out the whole wall and the whole wall.
We're just going to take out the whole wall. Listen, guys. Let me tell you when I died. They had the baby gate in front of the fireplace.
Oh my God. That was hilarious.
And it failed.
It was there for 10 years. It was there for 10 years.
It was there for 10
years. 10.
It's like we even think we're
part of the decor.
It became a part of the decor. When I don't remember which one of them kicked it and it fell down. I was
Jonathan grabbed it and he just barely touched it and it fell over.
It fell over. I'm like,
you know what he said? He put his child in there to play.
I'm like, your child is 10 years old, sir. You have a baby gate in front of the fireplace?
Yes.
For 10 years?
No. Okay.
I can't believe it. Stephanie said 10 years.
Yes. 10 years.
Yeah.
I was like, we didn't really need it after 2, but we just left it.
Yeah, we just left it.
They were like, we just left it. We just left it. And then we moved into the kitchen.
Oh my goodness.
The kitchen.
And what about the cabinet doors that he just took off and left there?
Girl, you do not recognize those open door cabinets. What's wrong with you? That's his style.
I hollered.
The cabinet
And listen,
door.
guys.
Was he hanging on it?
Listen, guys. This is not to talk about, like, we're not talking about people's homes and that you need to have certain things and you need to do this and you need to do that. It's just the way it was treated. You walk in the kitchen and the oven is wide open. The oven door came off and they just decided to use it as a open concept storage unit.
Exactly.
And the cabinets too. So the whole like half of that wall was just pots and pans, just like there.
Yeah.
I call it the open concept. The open concept kitchen.
It was.
Rewind a little bit. Now they had the sofa positioned in one section of the living room, and the TV was all the way. I'm like, okay, so why didn't y'all put the TV like over the fireplace where
I think they just looked at blank room
was facing the fireplace, but then the TV was in a faraway land. I'm like, they really just went in and said, you know what, as long as we got this roof over our head, thank you, Jesus, we just gonna sleep, wake up, and do what we gotta do.
But the only one who had a clear view of the television was the boy's seat.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. He had the best
I think that home was for that. I think the home was for Brandon, the 10-year-old.
Yeah, it was correct. It's like everything was
to him.
Yeah, it was, everything was centered around him and what he wanted to do. So if you want to do artwork here, we're going to do it here. We're going to leave it there too. Okay, here's another desk for you to do more artwork. There's another desk over there for you to do it. And you get to sit in front of the TV.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. But they did right by calling in Drew and Jonathan, because
they needed them. Yes.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking too, I think a lot of times that probably happens to a lot of people. You know, they lived in the house for like 16 years or something, whatever. And because we are home decor enthusiasts, like it's in our nature to want to change up things, to add something new, to try to refresh the space. But I think probably the average person, like a lot of people in my family, they all think that I do too much. They're like, you always change things. Do you ever leave it? So most people probably buy their furniture when they move in and they put things where it's going to go. And that's it, right? Put the picture on the wall, and they don't really change anything out.
That's true.
So I think that that's probably just real life. You know, it's like that's they put their
and we're just the oddballs.
Stephanie's asking what episode. Stephanie, this is season 8. We're talking about episode 4. So Leonie, for you guys who are just joining, so we have a new series that we're kicking off tonight. We're watching Property Brothers Forever Home. And we will be bringing you a review from, you know, this beautiful panel of ladies every Friday night at this time, 7 p.m. And we want to keep it to an hour, because we know it's Friday night. Y'all probably got to go out and whatnot. So every Friday night. So it's Property Brothers Home Edition. And we're on episode 4. Next week, we'll talk about episode 5. All right, guys, we are on a roll. And Kenya, to your point, that's you're correct. Like that's a lot of most people, to be honest, right? Like we see a lot of things that's wrong. And the simplest thing that we see in our house, we want to go ahead, we want to change it, we want to make sure it looks a certain way, like a certain aesthetic. But most people don't do that. And it's okay. It's okay for you to have your things and okay for you to have them as long as you want to. But the thing about it is if your place is starting to like get dated, little things at a time, right? Because if they probably had those furniture pieces properly positioned and did a little bit of decluttering with all of the workspaces that the Brandon, their son had, the space could have looked a lot better. But they just kind of, you know, what we want to tell you is just don't leave it up. Like, just, you know, it is what it is. I ain't got to do nothing with it. You can change out a little something for like, without even going shopping. You can spray paint vase. You can go to the Dollar Tree and pick up a couple, you know, picks to put in your little vase, you know, for a very, very low cost. We know not everybody is balling, honey. A lot of us, we balling on budget.
Right?
Yes.
Right? We borrowed a budget.
And I had a thought, because since it seemed like they kind of lived around Brandon and what he needed, I think a lot of times people, when you have like younger kids, you get stuck in that mode because you don't want them to mess up your furniture.
Yes.
You know, and things spill or whatever. And, you know, they just kind of got used to being that way. Because when I think about the dining room, it had the what it was, the vinyl tablecloth over it. And then it had mismatched chairs.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, I think that's probably what happened with that part. You know, they was afraid that he was going to mess up something and just never upgraded anything.
You have a point. You have a point.
Yeah.
The thing about it though is
exactly,
the boy is 10. Like
yeah,
yes, 10 now. He should know better now.
Like he knows how to, he's 10. Let me just check in the comments here, guys, and see what the chat is. Oh girl, they're like, Forlisa, they would not like to be in your home, honey, because you get bored. They'd be like, no, we can't stay here with this lady. We gotta go. Y'all know Forlisa keeps it fresh.
Yes, she does.
Every hour. It's fresh.
Too much freshness. And Janine, she said, I second that, princess. Forlisa keeps a fresh house, okay? No vinyl tablecloth. And no baby gate in front of the fireplace for taking.
That's right.
But you know,
don't go to Felisa's house at night in the dark, because where she had the sofa was at this morning, she's moved it by the afternoon.
I know that's right.
But, you know,
sometimes.
But you know what? You can speak to this too, because like I have a young son, but you have grandchildren too. I think what people don't realize sometimes is that you can have nice things if you just train your kids on, you know, how to manage themselves. You know, say, okay, so we don't go over here, or we don't mess with that. Like I have a grandbaby that's a year and a half, and she go over to touch something and say, no, that's not for you to play. Here's your toy. So you just redirect your kids, and if you raise them up in a way to understand that, you know, then I think it can work out. But you're right. A lot of times people are just like, let's make it all baby proof and decor less.
Yes.
And then they just get stuck in that place.
And they did get
caught up in that. Yep.
They did get stuck in that. I'm like, ma'am, Brandon is 10 years. Then Brandon's 10 years old. Okay, you can remove one of those.
That's right.
Let me see.
Probably had his first time.
So Sandia's Glam Home, Sandia's Glam Decor Lifestyle and more. Sandia is one of my YouTube faves as well. Go check her out. She says, I'm enjoying this conversation. Girl, we got to enjoy it, because we were talking when we go and talk about these things. We want to make sure we have got to include the audience in some of these conversations, because so all right, moving along, guys. So the next thing I wanted to say is they had a really good budget. They had a budget. I mean, honest to God, they needed to have a sturdy budget. The budget was $200,000.
Oh my God.
To do
that was a good budget.
That was a very, very healthy budget. And what do you guys think? I'm looking at my notes, guys. Yes, I'm looking at my notes, so I don't want to miss anything. Before we talk about the options, because they what the Property Brothers do is they give you two design options. One's a little bit more expensive than the other, and then they have the couple choose which one they want to go with.
We got another super chat.
Look at me. Thank you. Ooh, go ahead. Thank you for the super. You won't let me. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Awesome. Look, our peeps are coming in. Thank you for supporting the project.
Yes.
Thank you for supporting the project.
We're only gonna get better.
And guys, we have so much in store for you, and trust, you don't want to miss anything. Okay. Right. So, ladies, moving right along before we move into the option. So they had a great budget, a solid budget of $200,000. And I want to talk about the inspiration home that they went to.
Oh, yes.
It was beautiful. I loved it.
Yes.
I did not like it. I thought it was too
I
white.
loved it.
I thought it was too white.
Yes, go ahead, Wani. Tell us about it, Wani. Tell us what you thought, Wani.
When they walked in, I just thought it just looked too white to me. Everything just looked too clean. And I was like, oh, if he's going to do that at their house, Brandon, he ain't going to be able to do anything. Because it was just now I like some of the decorative elements that was in the house, like how they brought in some woods, but when you walked in, that wall was just stark, and it almost melted with the cabinets to me. And so that was the first. That's what I wrote down here.
I know that's right. I know, because some people love color. Go ahead, Kenya.
I was gonna say I wasn't so opposed to the white, but I thought my initial impression was, okay, this is light, bright, and airy, which is a contrast to what they had going on. But as they went in, it felt to me like they had a lot of little pieces. Like they had a lot of little decor pieces, and it felt almost cluttered again to me. I was like not on the same level of clutter that people's home was, but in my opinion, I felt like they had too many just things everywhere. When you first walked in, it was open. I was like, okay. But when they kind of went around the corner by the kitchen area, you're right, Wani, that whole white wall of cabinets and the refrigerator and everything, that was a bit stark. And it didn't look high quality or it didn't look high end to me. It just looked like they just put some white stuff from IKEA or whatever, which is totally fine, but it just wasn't, it didn't look like, it should have been the inspiration home. And I just thought that they had so many things in there. I was like, this is not good inspiration for people who tend to collect things. Also, they needed a space that was going to be really streamlined, I thought. But I was like, well, it's a cute house, but I wasn't super impressed with it.
Exactly.
See, I was surprised. Well, I thought you probably would like it because I thought it was like a modern farmhouse look. I thought it has
Same here,
I think it was at the open spaces. It was some open spaces. It was great for entertaining. It's not my style, but it did have some modern accents in there. A lot of black details here and black details. You know how I am about black guys.
But that's right.
But it wasn't my style, but I thought, yes, there was a lot of little chachis around. And if you have too many chachis, it starts to look cluttered.
Oliver.
But other than that, it was great for entertaining. And I think that was something that they really wanted in their home, some that they could actually entertain. And so it gave them some ideas of what they can have in their own home. And I thought the inspiration home was a great inspiration for them. They didn't know what kind of style they wanted. She liked modern, he liked traditional, but when he seen that house, he seen that the modern aspects of it wasn't too bad.
Exactly.
So I thought it was a great inspiration to give him an open mind about certain styles. So that's what I thought.
That's great feedback. Kira, what did you think?
I like the home actually when I walked in because I like the areas, but I do understand the concept of them not understanding really what their style is. So that gave them some type of inspiration and what to kind of look at, just get a feel of another home and maybe get some ideas. But I don't think it was relatively their style due to the fact that they have their son and they were looking at he still gets that white. That just really wasn't going to fit for him. But then you also got to look at he's becoming a teenager soon. So that's another issue. Another thing you can look at. The fact of the matter is he doesn't have long before he becomes a teenager. So although, you're getting something white and airy, he's at the stage where you can train him not to touch all of that. But, give and take, it had a lot of inspiration. Some of the things, it did have a lot of knick-knack stuff that I wouldn't have chose as far as put in my home because I don't want too much of little things. So I do agree with you on that, Kenya. It was a lot of that going on in the space. It's airy, but it could have used a little bit more because I love color. So I agree.
Awesome. Awesome. Let me tell you one thing that caught my eye that I loved in that inspiration home. I don't know if you guys noticed on the wall, there was a light in the kitchen
with their name.
With their name on it. Did y'all?
Yes.
Yes. It said the
like
Moors.
Yes.
Thank you.
I thought I like that. I'm like, if my name wasn't so long,
You
I
thought
probably
it said thank you.
I thought it said thank you. Okay.
My
Too
name
many
is long
letters.
too.
You thought it said thank you.
You got too many.
Thank you for coming to see my home.
Thank you.
The Moors. But their name just had enough letters. That time was just really beautiful. All right, great conversation. How are y'all doing in the chat? Are you guys enjoying the conversation? And are you guys next week Wednesday's episode so you can chat with us next Friday? Put it in the chat and let me know. All right, so guys, yeah, let's move on. We talked earlier about the budget, and they had a healthy $200,000 budget. They had two options. The first option was the one where they would put the Brandon's little art area in the kitchen. And that was going to be $188,000 and 6 weeks to renovate. And then they had a second option where that one was at the top of their budget for $200,000 and it would take the same 6 weeks. And that one would give Brandon his own craft room. But that was the room that was underutilized by them with all like the catch-all that they would have redone and put. But they chose option one, which is to utilize that extra room and put Brandon's little art area in the kitchen. What do you guys think? Forlisa, what do you think about the option?
I think that was the perfect option for them to choose. I was hoping they didn't choose option two because that was a big space that, that was actually their dining room space that they were going to put Brandon in. And I like the option one. That's the option that I would have chosen.
Yeah. So they chose wisely and had a little money to spare. Another thing too is Brandon doesn't need Brandon's 10, he's growing up. He's probably spending getting to spend a lot more time with his friends outside, and the art is probably gonna get less and less. He doesn't need a whole dedicated room.
For his art,
It could double as a home office, and so I don't know for them if they needed that. For me, I was like option two because I work from home. So for me, I would have wanted to have a dedicated space.
Exactly.
And I've been like, you can play in there sometimes, baby, but other times mama ain't here working.
You can play in there after 5, right?
Right.
But guess what? The funny thing is when he asked them which option you want to go with?
That was funny.
They were split 1, 2, and then they looked at each other like, "What?
We gotta talk about this.
What the funny thing is, the minute they both said that, they were like, "Commercial. We gotta go to commercial."
This wasn't on the script.
I do want to say,
like things might be planned or whatever. That seemed like it was not planned at all. They were like,
they're like, whoa, okay.
What I want to say though was from option number 2, the one element that I did like about that was how they would take the beams in the ceiling and raise the ceiling. I thought that would have looked very, very nice. Yes. It would have taken extra time, but I love the beams in their ceiling.
Yeah, so they have beautiful
beams. Beams, not for me.
I can't do the beams.
I can't do the beams.
Listen, keep coming for my beams. I got beams. Keep coming for my beams.
I love the beams.
I can't do the beams.
Don't be coming for my beams. No. I love my beams. Okay.
Now, see, but I do like that she gave. I think she picked option one because she really wanted her husband to have that kitchen because he was a chef.
Yeah.
And she wanted her husband to have that kitchen. And she also thought, like Jan was saying, that her child didn't really need that room for that. That little small desk was perfect for him.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's what you were going for, option 1. And I think he was saying option 2 because he thought his wife probably would say option 2 because his son went.
Yes.
They blurted out the opposite
Right.
number. I was like, Lord have mercy. They're definitely not on the same page.
I guess
I'm gonna tell you why
about her stomach. She knew you had to cook.
I know that's right. I'm gonna tell you why I probably would have taken option 2. I don't want the artwork in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Get in here with that. Go to your room.
Yes.
Right.
Doing artwork in the, and the thing about it is, you see how much artwork he does. Like, he's just all over the place doing all kinds of stuff. So what is that kitchen gonna look like after a little while? Crazy.
Museum.
They probably had 10 years worth of artwork on their wall.
Yeah, they were not rotating it like Kenny, honey. Kenny said 3 days. It's out here.
3 days.
Put it off the side of the fridge.
Beautiful, baby.
They had it everywhere. They had it everywhere.
Everywhere. I was like, this is crazy. All right, ladies, this is a great conversation. The next thing I wanted to talk about, like, we just have a couple more things to go, is the design choice. That the things that the colors and stuff that Drew and Jonathan were gathering to put the home together. And after Mr. What's his name again? Was it Paul?
Paul.
The house. After Paul found out he liked modern stuff, honey, he wanted to go light.
Yes, he
So
did.
Jonathan and Drew were there picking out like the colored colors, and I'm looking at a gray, like a regular gray. They're like, this might be too dark. Let's go lighter. So I'm like, ooh, all of a sudden, he wants airy and light. And because he didn't understand like the style that he liked before he went to the inspiration, I think he was probably just saying to himself, let's just get it as close to the inspiration home as possible.
I think that's what he was using as a template.
What I think we agreed on that.
Yeah,
he was using it as a template.
Exactly. He's like, just use that and
update his home.
Exactly.
Yeah, I the colors they were choosing, I was looking at it and I was like, the backsplash color was what was it? Mint green? Oh,
I liked it.
Gosh, it was like with the white. No.
Listen, did you see the other green one that he picked up first?
No, that was too green. Oh God, no.
Too green. Yeah.
I was like, sir, please don't do that. People, they don't deserve this green.
It was forest green.
In any season. But I think they usually, and a lot of times when they go, even like designers on a whole, if you don't have that eye, because sometimes you can be looking at things and you're picking up pieces and people are wondering, where on earth is she going with that? But when you marry them, it can be breathtaking. And I think we have all done that. We have all done that, because sometimes we like different things, but we can marry them and make them look amazing. And I think sometimes, like when they go to choose like the decor pieces for the renos, it looks crazy. You're like, I don't know where it's going with that. And but a lot of when they put it all together, they had, as a designer, you have that eye to see the end result, and
exactly
what you're picking up may not make much sense to a lot of people, but you know that I'm looking at this room and this
the
is
big
what
picture
I want it to look like. Right? You can see the end result of the thing. And
yes, that's correct.
And the placement of your items, your vases. One of the things that I love to do, I love to put like coasters on my coffee table. It's just aesthetic. It's just absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Yes, Stephanie, thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
We want the likes, we want everything. We appreciate you guys joining us. We're about to wrap up soon because, like I said, we don't want to keep you too long. So let's finish up here, guys. With
So, can I say one thing about the design plan when they showed it to them? I thought it was leaning a lot towards the boho style, which was a little bit surprising to me because I was like, they said they were leaning towards the modern. So a lot of the, when they were showing them the mock-up or whatever, it looked really boho to me. It was a lot of it. I was kind of like, that's a little bit different than what they were talking about originally. So I did make a note of that. And I was like, it looks like they were kind of, positioning them towards a different style than what they had originally said. And at the end, I think it was maybe a combination of it all. So
yeah, it kind of came together. And I don't think it would have been hard, to be honest with you, because the couple didn't know their style from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
When you put stuff together and it looks good, it's going to be an upgrade from what they originally had.
Exactly.
Right. It was an upgrade.
Totally agree.
They're going to be happy with it. Greens, blacks, fresh, and all.
They probably think to put those things together. So it's just amazing.
Yes, exactly.
It's just amazing. At this point, they could have taken them to any inspiration home and it would have been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm. It would have.
Go ahead, Kira. Say that again, Kira. You cut out.
Oh, no, I was agreeing. I said, and they still.
Yeah.
Oh, I said absolutely. It didn't matter what type of inspiration that they had shown them. At that point, they would have fit because of what they were from. So it still would have been perfect to them.
I agree. All right, guys, the reveal. Let's talk about the reveal. When you saw the reveal, what are your thoughts on they came through the door and entered the living room, and
I didn't like it.
I thought eclectic. To me, it was an eclectic reveal. I didn't see modern anywhere.
No,
it was
I didn't think
all over the place.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I think that for $200,000 that they should have gotten way more than what they've gotten.
Yeah, Jenny, it was bad.
Right. Yes.
I think most of the budget. I think most of the budget was probably used in the kitchen.
Yeah.
The those shaker style cabinets and the countertops and the island, and they knocked down a few walls. Yes, and it opened up the space. But I get your point, Forlisa. It wasn't as modern as. So I don't know if after they looked at the inspiration home, they kind of scaled some things back, which is why Kenya was seeing the boho stuff. Okay,
right.
Maybe the modern is a little bit more than the budget, so let's kind of scale it back. I'll take a few boho pieces.
Yeah. Now, what I thought would have been great if they had left the fireplace on the other side to make it like a see-through fireplace.
Yes.
I think that would have been perfect. And when they just sealed it up on a wall, I'm like, okay, that was a waste.
But they actually made cabinetry out of it where that was. So it did turn out to be useful space.
Yes.
So I mean, I like the cabinet. Yeah. I like the cabinet, but like Bree said, I would have liked to see like a double-sided, like see-through type fireplace.
Yeah, I think they went for functional as opposed to style.
Yes.
Yeah.
They did.
Because and then again, because Brandon didn't get the designated room for his artwork, then that's storage space where he could put
all the files,
his crayons and his markers and stuff like that. But overall, I love that it was airy and light.
Yes, I like that.
And that window that it's like we never saw that window when they were looking at it initially. Like that was like, where did that window come from?
Where did it come from?
Where did it come from? Exactly.
They opened it and it was absolutely beautiful. Now listen, I have one issue with the living room still. The position of the TV.
It's in the corner.
In the corner.
It's over here. Not unless they specifically told them we don't want the TV above the fireplace, because that would have been the best.
That's probably what they told them, I'm sure.
Yeah, because it didn't make sense for it to be like almost like off to the side.
In the corner.
In the corner.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Hey, can I say something about that?
This is all what? Kira, go ahead. You cutting out.
I was going to say one thing about the fireplace. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Mhm.
Hello.
We hear you.
Oh, you can hear me now. Okay, so what? Okay, about the fireplace, I have that same issue. We've had someone to come out here. I've been wanting to put my TV above my fireplace, and I had some guy saying he would have to rip all this stuff out. That's why I never got my TV mounted above my fireplace. It's been the worst nightmare ever since we bought this home. I'm still trying to find someone to come in and do it now. So I don't know what their issue was, but I hate the fact that when I'm in my home, I have my TV on a what is that, a little stand or whatever,
Like a stand,
because I'm still in the process of looking for someone. So I don't know. And I was like, oh, that's my problem. I don't want my TV that way. And now I'm looking at it.
Well, that's a great point.
So, yeah,
that's a great point to bring up. But the thing about it is that they didn't bring that across in the show. So we don't know. I just thought it looked weird. But thank you for sharing that.
It does. It's weird.
With my TV in my living room, I have the fireplace mantle. My TV is not mounted to the wall. It has legs and it's sitting on top of that. So that might be an option that you may consider. Ultimately, we all want our TVs mounted to the wall, and for us to be able to put little decorative items maybe on the mantle, maybe a couple candle pillars or something like that. But for right now, honey, mine is staying put right where it is until we determine if we're going to mount it.
I actually watched your video and I meant to ask you about that.
So here we go.
Looking and I said, I need to ask her because I said, how did she get her TV? I knew it was the legs. I just didn't know. So we'll talk about that on another time.
Yeah. So it's just sitting up there with the legs. If it didn't have legs, it couldn't have gone up there. So because
I do have a question though.
So I need some.
Go ahead.
Yeah. The $800 they spent on the hearth. Is that a bit much of that little space before the fireplace hearth? The hearth on the floor. That's the hearth right in front of the fire. It was $800
to get rid of it.
No, to create that.
On the white side. Oh, but you got to remember they're in California.
No, okay.
But it just wasn't impressive. The whole the fireplace wasn't impressive. I was like, they could have left what was there and did a little bit to it and saved some money as opposed to tearing it all out just to make it very flat. I wasn't impressed.
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
All right.
One thing about the TV too, I thought with the TV, if they were going to have it in the corner, because I was with you, Shalom, like, why did they put it back over there? It would have been nice if they had highlighted that maybe it pulled out and swiveled to make it more, functional into the space.
Yes.
If they had an issue like what Shakira was explaining, then it's like, oh, okay. If it was a reason why they put it back there, it would have been nice if they had kind of said, you know what, TV's still a little bit far, but here we go. This is how you can adjust to that,
Because they also have known that the viewers would notice it, right?
Yes.
Leon is asking if the TV walk with 4 legs. It sure do.
I was looking at her comment. I said, Leona,
she's here to cause trouble.
Yes,
she's
Did the TV walk with 4 legs?
Oh my goodness, y'all are a hot mess.
Two things I did like was for the living room. I did think that the living room was large enough that they could have actually had 2 separate seating areas in there. And then it would have made sense about the placement of the TV, because they could have had a little area, and then I probably got some type of sectional or something that where it can kind of curve around, similar to like Kenya's sofa, and then have another area maybe with some chairs, like a couple of chairs or something on another side. Then it can make sense.
That would have been nice.
My other thing that I liked was I love how they put the pocket doors to shut off the laundry room.
Yes,
love that.
Because the laundry in the kitchen was not hot.
I love that.
That was not cute
at all. Let me check.
It wasn't cute at all.
Check the chat. So Janine said, honey, she put her TVs up. She said she mounted them, and it can be done. She said.
Chanel on here.
Sandia says, who's on here?
Chanel.
Oh, hi, Chanel.
Hi, Chanel.
Chanel. Hi.
Hey, Chanel.
Sandia says, Kira, ask them to connect it from the attic. She says to ask from the connect it from the attic.
Okay.
Okay, so that might be an option. Listen, our OGs are on here giving tips, honey.
Right?
They giving tips. Yeah, thank you for that recommendation. And Janine said hers are all mounted and it can be done. The girlfriend said, let me pull up her next comment. She said, I did them myself.
There you go.
Go ahead with your bad self. I know.
There you go.
Right?
All right, guys. So let's just talk about the kitchen and then we can wrap after that. The kitchen was a really big deal, especially for the husband.
Hey, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy. Oh my goodness. Let me get down in the comments. Kathy. Hey, Forlisa. Love you, girl.
Love you more.
All right. Patricia has to leave. Thank you so much for joining us, Patricia. We will see you next week, Friday.
Bye, Patricia.
Watched it. All right. You're not going to miss much. We'll be wrapping up soon, but we appreciate you being here and chatting it up with us. All right. So the big reveal now of the kitchen, which was like the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't saying nothing about the kitchen. I love the
kitchen was nice. The kitchen was nice. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't like the cabinet color choice, but I mean, the kitchen was nice for them, you know.
It was. I think it was well done. Kira's shaking her head no.
Kira said.
Again, I did not like that Brandon had a space in the kitchen. I can just see the mess with the artwork and it's
I didn't like that
spilling over now onto the counter because now he doesn't have enough room on that little area. So now he wants to come up on the island and the kitchen was too light for all of Brandon's shenanigans. Right?
Exactly.
Brandon needs to go play in his room. Just go to your room.
Please go to your room.
That's what I was going to say. Just go to your room.
Exactly. But I think another thing, a feature, I wrote this down, a feature that I like. I love the microwave in the island. Did y'all catch?
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, so
that's what my microwave is in the island.
The microwave in the islands. I love.
Really, I like that idea.
Yeah,
I have to tiptoe to mine. So yeah, I was like, that was nice.
That was nice. Yes, and it's also in a perfect position for if you have children like Brandon, it's perfect for him to do his popcorn or whatever.
Yeah, he can reach it. Mm-hmm.
And I think the little brick fireplace room was super cute. I love that blue.
It was. That was my favorite.
So that they put in it with the little tan accent chairs.
Mm-hmm. Now those chairs were pretty.
Yes, they added some nice chairs there, and I think
they were modern.
Okay, so. Before I know we're in the kitchen, but
go back.
Obviously, please go back. That dining room, I hated it.
I didn't like it.
I did not like that.
It was horrible. Yeah, I didn't like it.
At least they got rid of the red wall. But
it was.
I didn't like it either.
Yeah, they did get rid of it.
Like I said, it's all on their style. The greatest part about the dining room to me was that they got rid of the carpet and they put the hardwood floors down
and the red walls, right?
Yes,
yeah.
And painted
I didn't like the rug in the dining room either.
It was horrible.
It was.
It looked like something that should go in the back of a van. You know, like hippies.
I cannot.
It looked like the back of the van. Something. You know, California, like driving along the beach with the rug.
I know that's right.
Yes.
When you're a creative, you see everything. Like we be picking up on everything. Like why they got to do this? But like I said, it was an upgrade for them. I'm sure. Drew and Jonathan are amazing at what they do, but ultimately it boils down to what the couple wants.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And they will get it for them and present it to them in the best way possible. but it's up to them and what they want.
Yeah.
And that's important. And tonight we're here, we're kicking, we're laughing, we're talking about decor, the likes and the dislikes or whatever. But make sure that your home represents you. It's not about
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
people coming over. It's about what you like and what you want to see in your home. So don't let us sway you or let anybody tell you what you should like. We know what we like. And
Exactly.
we our homes represent us. So make sure that your homes represent you as well. All right, and we're going to end on that note. Did you guys have a good time with us? Ladies, did you have a good time with the audience? We had an
Yes, we did. You guys are fabulous.
Amazing
I
time.
see Robin is on here. I want to say hi to Robin.
Go ahead.
Hey, Robin.
Everybody. Thrift Queen vlog says, enjoy the conversation. Time to take it down for the night. Yes, and she said, I enjoyed it.
Yes.
Mel is giving us kisses.
Thank you, Cynthia.
So thank you, guys. And make sure, again, all of our channels are here. I'm the Glamorous Penny Pincher, Style by Shakira, Kenya's Decor Corner, Juani's House, Homebody with Forlisa, and Modern Living with Bree. As well as in our chat, we have our moderator, Stephanie, with Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie. Make sure that you go and check our channels out if you have not already done so. Next week, we will be back, but we will have a new host. And our new host for next week will be the amazing, the wonderful, the beautiful. She's waving.
Look at Juani. Go, Juani. Go, Juani. Go, Juani. Go, Juani.
Go. So next week, it will be Juani's turn to host. And we are all going to meet her. Where are we going to meet her? Over on her channel. So the live's going to be over on Juani's channel. We are working on some things, on some technological things in the background. And as we do these shows week after week, we will let you know what our updates are. For now, what we want you to do is join us next week on Juani's channel when she goes live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will make sure that you guys go and watch Property Brothers Forever Home. They have so many different versions of their shows. Stephanie, can you put that in the chat for us, please? Property Brothers Forever Home. We're on season 8, and next week we will be reviewing episode 5. Everybody, let me see your 5 up. Reviewing episode 5. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your night. As a matter of fact, enjoy your weekend to the max. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Good night.
Good night.